Yes, hi, this is Muzammil presenting here special education, and I'm a visual impaired person. So, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed my channel, do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. So, today our topic is all about diversity and education. So, what is diversity? What is human diversity, and how it impacts the education, and how we can address human diversity in any classroom settings. So, we will focus on the special needs, like disabled student and their needs, and how we can overcome such kind of problems. So let's move on. Very first, towards the diversity. What is actually diversity? Diversity means being different and change from anyone else other one. Okay, so first of all, if you are different from anything or you are changed from anything, is called diversity. And the other definition is here: being composed of different elements is called diverse. If you have a lot of skills in one body, this is called the diversity of that specific thing. It might be your ideas, imaginations, thinking, working, or doing, and it includes also human diversity. So question rises here: what is actually human diversity is? So let's move on towards the human diversity. Means understanding that each individual is unique and recognizing our individual differences. Means to say that every person is different from anyone else, and their differences are just, you can say that they are all are different and unique from anyone else, and they have a different capacities and abilities. So it includes races, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, socioeconomic status, age, physical abilities, religious beliefs, political beliefs, or other ideologies. Here we will focus on the physical abilities because we are learning here special education and how diversity impacts the physically disabled or impaired person. So these are some terms about the human diversity. So let's move on. So here you can say that diversity in this picture, gender and sexual orientation, and their ages, their races, their cultures, and here a person with wheelchair presenting here the disabled status. So 10% of population in the world are disabled people, and the 40% of population are the aged people in the society. So, how diversity impacts education? So, the first point is that diversity impacts student performance. The student performance will be increased by diversity, having different learning styles and different methodologies in the same classroom. Student work better in a diverse environment. So if he work in any team, or if he's working on a team working process, so he will learn a lot of things from every individual, and every individual and person in his team or in his group. The third point is enabling them to concentrate. They will focus on a specific point, even they have a lot of differences. They have a lot of, you can say that, uniqueness in their thinking and in their physical abilities. They will learn from each other. For example, if a typical person is working in a team, and the disabled person is also available and included in the team, he will learn from the disabled children or student, how he works with the deficiency, with visual impairment or hearing impairment or physically handicapped, and whatever processes he has been using to do any specific task. And the disabled student also will learn from the typical student, from his methodologies or his, you can say that, his working technique. The fourth point is here: force themselves for further working. Mean to say that he will, the team working will force themselves, and diversity forces themselves to do a lot of things more than they have done in the past. And the next point is here the main thing: educational approaches to address human diversity in the classroom. How diversity could be addressed in any educational settings, in any classroom. So we will discuss this thing in detail. The first point here ways to address human diversity. First of all, highlight the diversity of classroom to the students. So first of all, you have to highlight the diversity of classroom. What type of students are included in the classroom, what type of abilities and disabilities they have, and what type of languages and what type of learning styles, what type of their thinking, what type of their socio-economic background, their ages. First of all, a teacher must have to highlight the diversity of classroom before the students and the staff. And the second point here, get to know the student. So a teacher must know the student, what type of deficiency he has or what type of capability he has in the diverse settings. For example, if we talk about the disabled student, he could be visual impaired, hearing impaired, or it might be physically handicapped. So first of all, teacher must know that what type of abilities he has and what type of deficiency he has. So he will focus on such kind of thing. In that way, he can address the human diversity in the classroom. And the second portion of this point is making understanding with students. So teacher must have to develop a lot of methods and strategies to communicate with the people with deficiencies and abilities and with diversity. If he is not able to do so, the classroom will be, you can say that, will not be arranged according to the second settings and requirement. So the second point is here, he has to make understanding with the students to communicate and develop different strategies to talk about, to teach themselves. And the last point here is provide an array of different learning tools. So here we will discuss again about the disabled students. Teacher must provide a collective array of different assistive tools to the disabled student, such kind of CCTV for visual impaired, hearing aids for visual impaired, magnifying glasses for visual impaired, hearing aids for hearing impaired, and visuals means to say the use of multimedia and different other thing, and pictorial methods should be used for hearing impaired. And ramps are made for physically impaired as well as for the visual impaired, and the colors of the stairs must be distinct and changed from each other, because visual impaired needs such kind of thing. So these are actually the tools to enhance the learning, and the tools to address human diversity in the classroom. So these 4 point, first point is highlight the diversity, and the second point is get to know the student, third point is making understanding with the student, and fourth point is providing assistive tools that helps each student which is disabled to learn more uh, and enhance his capacity of learning. So in this lesson we have learned about the diversity, human diversity, how diversity impact education in a diverse setting, and the last point we have talked about is how to address human diversity in the classroom. If you have any question, please ask me in the comment section below. I will answer you back as quick as soon as possible. So thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much.